Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news and other ridiculousness from the brain hole of my friend Martin and my brain hole also. Before we kick on any further, I need to tell you about the other show we make, Mighty Car Mods, because you've been asking for them, and now here they are. Chopped snapbacks.
That's mad.
Chopped fingers on the front.
It's a 6-panel.
Chopped on the side.
Proper.
Is that a thing? 6 panels?
It's 6. I didn't know this until recently. Someone's like 5 panels when you've got the one big one, and then 6 panels this one. I like 6 panel.
All I know is that we can ship these directly to your door hole immediately. We have some now. They're ready to go. If the thing pops up and it says they're available, then you can get one right now. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before we even begin. There it is, Martin. Amazing. We've got a big show this day.
We do.
This week.
Week, day,
it's no bigger than usual.
Minute.
It's actually a little bit smaller than usual.
Probably a little bit smaller.
Because we took that one segment out.
But you know what's exciting?
No.
Car news.
Is it?
Yep.
What? Let's do it, Martin. Let's get excited for car news. This week in car news, do we do the rain fingers for Rob?
Yes,
Rob.
Rob.
We got some
Rain
electric
fingers.
action.
Oh.
Because this is big in the news, everybody.
Huge.
Chinese-owned Swedish car manufacturer Volvo has recently announced that they're going to do no more petrol-only engines from 2019. That's in only 2 years. All of their vehicles will be electric or have electric motors in them.
This is changing all over the world. All these targets have been set that magically just appeared out of nowhere, where China's saying 2040 or 2025.
France is 2040, Netherlands is 2025, Norway is 2025. They're saying, and look, this is where you got to be careful about the news. What they're saying is you won't be able to buy any petrol engine cars after that time. They didn't say whether they were new or second-hand. Obviously, they mean new, I would hope so. But then again, if they put in legislation that says you cannot buy a car with a petrol engine after 2025, potentially, if you try and sell a car, technically and legally, that has a petrol engine that's second-hand, they would say no. In France, they have nuclear power stations. 80% of their power comes from there. So I don't know how clean or political or whatever nuclear energy is, but what they're saying is they don't need to burn fossil fuels to make fuel anyway. It's not a big deal over there.
Yeah.
So
nuclear waste is no big deal either.
Oh, said the three-eyed fish. So they don't have the same concerns as some other countries do. So in France, nuclear energy, it'll power the cars, and hopefully they can power some machine to clean up all the dog turd around the Eiffel Tower.
Something interesting about electric vehicles was obviously a lot of people are trying this. Governments are pushing people to try it. Companies are trying it, saying, we're going to have an electric fleet. I was reading about a trucking company that they tried to do electric vehicles and realised that they couldn't actually charge them. They didn't have the power capacity. Certain cities didn't have the infrastructure to actually charge at the voltage and current that they needed to get those trucks recharged and back out on the road quickly enough.
Unless they had a mega battery like Elon Musk's battery that they're putting down in South Australia.
When everyone's charging up their mega batteries, I mean, if it's coming off solar panels, that's one thing, you're slowly trickling it in. But if you've got to pump current into a thing like an electric truck, you need some serious infrastructure, and it doesn't exist yet.
No,
so it's going to be interesting to see how that all works.
Until someone invents a perpetual motion machine. Is that what they call it? Like perpetual energy?
Like those ducks, those little birds that drink the water.
Yeah, that goes up and down. If you could create something like a big pendulum ball that swings and that's slowly rotating a cog each time it goes this way, and that cog is somehow winding power into something that gives enough power for this to keep spinning, but then is also creating some kind of inverse action, we would have energy forever.
Just perfected and invented perpetual motion, everybody. It happened here today on the Unicorn Circuit. Perpetual motion.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah.
Just like the iPod I invented.
You just solved one of the biggest physics problems in the world.
Okay.
You know who else solved physics problems? Hyundai are making a turbo hot hatch thing. That's not really news. They've been talking about it for a while. But they're going crazy. They've got this thing called N.
It's pretty exciting, Martin.
N.
N for no one cares.
Subaru STI, Nissan, Nismo. What's Honda? Do they even have one? You know,
Mugen, is that theirs? Mugen or something?
Anyway,
I don't know.
The factory
What do Honda have? What's their special factory
I don't know.
thing?
Someone will tell us. VTEC.
No, they've got like a special... Who's their tuning department?
I don't know. They have one.
Fork. Isn't it?
No.
Honda fork?
It's spoon.
Yes.
Maybe it's Honda knife.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hyundai have one called N, and they're bringing out a whole bunch of cars that they're trying to take on Golf GTIs, and it's like you want to take on people in a yawning competition, mate.
Oh.
You'll probably win.
See, people say Golf GTIs are boring.
No, they're great.
I was about to agree.
2-litre turbo manual.
No, but the thing is, like, Golfs are... See, I put Golf GTIs in a similar category as Subaru Foresters. They kind of do a bit of everything quite well.
Yeah. Quiet, comfy, good for cruising around.
They're good, like, if you just want to go and buy a car that's going to work.
Yeah.
It's,
I have to say, though,
it's
the
fine.
dashboard of this new thing that's coming out, it looks like a robot was driving and got a bit car sick and then vomited on the dashboard.
Yeah. Robot vomit is what we refer to as like plastics and metal, where it looks like a robot has just consumed a bunch of like fast food,
almost like-
followed it down with electronic dial and just sprayed it all out.
Someone's like clicked the pictures of all the stuff they could put on the dash and dragged it in like SketchUp or something like that.
Oh, right, yeah,
Click,
yeah.
oh, that's cool. Click, and it's like, what do you think? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Suzuki Kayashi, is that what it's called? Kazashi?
Good in theory,
Kayashi?
four-wheel drive turbo manual.
Yeah, see the exhaust on those cars?
Yeah, bad.
Like, what were they thinking?
Oh.
I wrote the music for those ads, in fact. And the cars looked good. I was excited about them in theory, but then you and I went and saw them at the motor show, and the exhaust is fake. Those triangular things are just like stuck on the end
it's
of an
got a
actual
little, like,
exhaust.
half an
It's
inch
actually
pipe.
got a little one. Anyway, why do they do that?
I don't know.
I know why, because they want to trick people. Tricky.
Speaking of tricking, next up, have you got any other news? I don't.
No. Oh, yeah. Mighty Come, what's the other show we make?
Oh, that show that's on that other YouTube channel. That's
The
on people
Mira.
watch. The Mira. There's some more Mira coming out.
Is there?
Yeah. The floor's dry, we painted all the floor, we've done all the seam sealing, and it's ready to receive parts. And my good friend Rob over at Import Monster found me some arms, some busted suspension bits.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Some of the bits we've been waiting for.
Yep.
So there it is. Now it's time to pump it into Is That Even Legal? Now, each week with Is That Even Legal, we look at different, I was going to say dichotomies, but it's
Legal
not. It's
conundrums.
legal conundrums and philosophical delusions. This week, Martin, we're talking about France because
Again.
it's there, it's topical.
They have a new Prime Minister, don't they?
They do?
Yep.
Macron?
President?
Is that his name?
Prime Minister, President, I'm not sure. I feel like I should know that. Do they no, they don't have a royal family. They don't. I think
don't?
they did once and now they don't. Revolutions and such.
Anyway, Martin, so apparently over there they've got some like super fast train. And if you have a domesticated animal that weighs less than 5 kilos, it needs its own ticket. Now, this starts getting interesting when in 2008 they found a snail in a man's bag and he got a fine.
No.
Because,
Really?
yes, he was carrying around a live snail and that snail did not have a ticket for the train, so he got fined. Later on, after some discussion, they dropped the fine. Maybe they ate the snail at that point, I'm not sure. But if you've got a domesticated animal that's under 5 kilos, it needs its own ticket.
Travelling advice here on
France.
the Unicorn Circuit. Traveller's advice.
Have you been to France? You've been a
Yes.
couple of times, haven't
Been
you?
a couple of times to France.
Delicious baguette. I
Yeah.
rode a bike, I ate a baguette, and I dodged all the turd around the Eiffel
There's
Tower.
so much dog
There is so
turd
much. Have they
everywhere.
cleaned
Oh
that up? We've
God.
asked before. Do you live in France, and have they toured up? Have they toured Le Tour de Eiffel? Have they cleaned up all of the Scheiße, which is German? What is it? What's it in France?
Merde.
Yes, merde.
Merde.
Have they cleaned up the merde in France yet?
Have you done laps around the roundabout at the Arc de Triomphe? Because that's crazy. Have you been there?
Oh, is that where
massive
everyone's all like trying to
and
do a
there's no
Tetris?
rules and it's like a 6-lane roundabout?
It's crazy.
Look it up. That's, I don't know how you do it. It frightens me. I looked at it as a tourist and I was scared.
Yes. Sydney apparently is a very scary place to drive,
would it-
people say, because
would
it's
it
like
be, though?
full of one-way streets and no right turn.
Yes.
As long as you need to go to the left, you're fine. Anyways, next up, Martin, it's time for weird stuff off the unicorn's ball sack.
Unicorn's ball sack? Really? Is it actually off it? Because I imagine when you say off it, like something's sitting on it, like here's a, and then something else is like.
Anyway, Martin, that's a good segue. Thank you very much. Now, it's a bit of a Mighty Come On special.
That's our other show that's on the other channel.
And I'm only showing this because there's only a couple of them left. I was up in Byron Bay a little while ago. It's a bit of a
it's cool.
hippie capital of Australia, further easternmost point. And it's a beautiful place. If you're ever in Australia, go and visit. But there's a man up there who's a jeweler. This is EJD. This is Edge Jewellery Designs. He has a shop up there. He's a big Mighty Mons fan. Has an awesome WRX. And he handcrafted these chopped pendants here. Like this is silver, solid silver from a hand crafted mould, I guess, and then he cleans them all up by hand and polishes them. They're made in Australia. We had these for sale on the Mighty Car Mods Facebook page. There are just a few left, Martin, like as in maybe 20 or something left. There's no plans of doing any more anytime soon. So if you wanted one of these, they are available right now if you click the doodle. Handmade, Australian made,
proper,
awesome.
Proper thing.
Comes in a Mighty Car Mods jewellery box, plus includes a signed certificate from the jeweller himself so you know it's legit. And there it is,
I
Martin.
want one for my birthday. It's my birthday in about a month's time.
It is your birthday in a month's time.
Can I have one for my birthday?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You always get me really good presents, Martin.
I try.
Do you remember, like, you got me the Lego Mini for my birthday? And I got you a shopping bag full of food.
Yeah, that was
of sauces.
Good. Yeah, that sauces
I got you sauces.
Yeah.
Now, some people might say that you got ripped off, but it's
one of those,
I know that you like sauce. It's one of your favourite food groups.
You know that word? I can never do that word. It's called like mesquite. You know the word?
Oh yeah, it's the kind of wood that you smoke stuff with.
Do you know how to say it?
I've smoked it before, as in I've smoked food with it. It's mesquite, mesquite.
Yeah, I don't know. That stuff.
Mesquite.
He got me a bottle of that sauce. It was amazing, but then I realised like about 3 hours later I couldn't feel my taste buds anymore. Like my tongue felt weird.
Oh really?
And I was like, I kept having mad barbecues. Then afterwards it'd be like, oh, what's going on? And I realised it was that sauce.
Oh really? It was
so intense, man.
That's like what happens when. Have you ever had kava, the Fijian kind of root drug thing? It's like they give it to tourists and stuff. It's like tastes like dirt, but it makes your tongue go numb.
Oh, weird.
I had it once when I was younger. It was great.
Travelling advice
significance
with the unicorn circuit.
Anyway, there it is, Martin. Next up, which it is but it isn't. It's mycrapcar.
mycrapcar is a section of the unicorn circuit where you send in a video of your mad/crap/awesome, but mostly crap car, so we can check it out
and share it to the world
and enjoy all the awesomeness, because everyone's had a crap car once in their life. A lot of people have. I've had multiple.
You still own them, Martin, and you can send us your crap cars, the videos of them, to mycrapcar@theunicorncircuit.com. But right now you're thinking, cool, we're about to show you a car. No, we're not. We ain't showing you squat. Actually, we are. We're showing you 3 crap cars, but due to population demandification, you guys wanted your own show. So we've launched our own brand new show called My Crap Car. You can click on the doodle, fiddle with the sack, spray it all over your computer screen as you check out 3 crap cars. So unfortunately, Martin, this is farewell.
It's not unfortunate.
To My Crap Car on the
awesome.
Unicorn Circuit.
It's my favourite.
It's spawned its own new thing. So
we should get a sign. I want a mad sign.
Like a spray paint?
No, you see in pubs and stuff, and they've got like the neon sign.
Oh, chalkboard. We'll get a chalkboard and we're drawing it with chalk.
We can do that too.
Is that what you mean?
No,
like a chalk sign?
I want like a neon sign.
A shop sign?
Don't you think that'd look cool?
Yeah.
We should get a neon
That sounds
sign.
like it would be hard to get and time consuming.
I'm gonna do my dangest.
Do your dangest, Martin.
Do my dangest.
So if you want to see My Crap Car, click on the doodle, 3 crap cars, but then just open that in another tab, because Martin, we've got my Fank of the, your Fank of the, it's Fank of the Week. Fank of the Week is a delightful art of where you show us your fanking.
It's called
fanking, but I'm excited about Fank of the Week because Marty took it.
I'm so excited about
We've rigged the system so that Marty will win Fank of the Week. But fanking is the delightful art of recontextualizing a product or a plan. It's recontextualizing a product or a brand by taking a photo of it down near your genitalia, preferably in a funny place or a public place, sometimes with friends, sometimes in public. Martin, let's just kick it off. It's feeling loose today. I'm hungry as, ready to munch down on the cabbage, because we'll go for some Asian food.
Do you like cabbage?
I found hair in the cabbage once.
Oh, that's not good.
Worst.
Is it weird when you find hair in food that you cook yourself? Do you eat it anyway?
Oh, it depends how old the hair looks.
Okay.
Martin, let's just kick this right off. We've got woo-woo cock. What is that? What is that meant to be?
What country is that from?
I don't know, Martin. Don't know what that is. Next up, we've got nice and juicy. Or is it big and juicy? Should have gone to Specsavers.
Well done.
Next up, Martin, we've got the little chub. What do you reckon that is?
I don't know, but it is little.
It is
It's a little thing. Little bag of...
Bag of chubbiness.
Oh my God.
Martin, that is just anus. Fair enough. Well done. Martin, this is... Oh.
That one's hard to read. What's that say?
It's Smith's Special Cleaner. It clings to vertical surfaces. It's free rinsing with controlled suds. They use it in hotels and stuff.
Guess so.
Martin, that's hard salami.
Nice.
I'd smash that.
I would too.
For sure.
I'd smash it.
Joy Juice, citrus-flavoured carbonated drink.
I would try that.
It's funny how they call them carbonated drink sometimes when it's fruit juice. That's the difference. Some people buy fruit drink thinking that it's fruit drink. That's just concentrate, watered down. Get fruit juice. Better idea.
Drink means not
Eat an
all
apple.
from it fruit. It means added water or something, I don't know.
Martin, I just put it in there because it's so good. I know
always-
we've seen it before.
All the time.
But
So many different brands call their interior cleaner cock spray.
that's right.
Why do they call it cock spray?
I don't know,
Maybe
mate.
because it's on the unicorn circuit.
Big and thick sack. Now, that's put me off my lunch, to be honest. Martin, that's the cheese rocket. Look at that.
That's pretty good. That's a bit.
Well done.
I like his shoes.
That's very bright. Martin, this is ball in a box, I think.
Excellent.
I'd eat that. Martin, that's a doodle scent,
Okay.
also known as take a shower. Here's the cock repair kit,
Yep. Excellent.
which we've all
Ball cock
needed
repair
to
kit?
need. Martin, this is interior poo.
That's good. I've seen that bottle in heaps of shops. I've never thought that's good. Shampoo.
Martin, that's the...
If my Fank wasn't so good, that would be Fank
That
of the
should
week.
be Fank of the week,
It should
really.
be. That's getting runner-up Fank of the week.
What's amazing is it says the big stress sausage squeezed me out, and then in big letters they had to write not food on the top.
Oh wow.
And Martin,
Sausage party.
Fank of the week, tell us all about it. Give us the drum roll.
Nothing like a hardware shop for a good Fank.
Drum roll.
Spray and walk away. 30 minutes.
30 seconds, Martin.
30 seconds even better.
30
I can't
seconds,
read it.
bro.
My eyes don't work.
There it is.
Fanking.
You can send us your fanking photos by sending them to the Facebook page that's flashing up on now. And thanks so much to Facebook for changing the way posts work. So you got to click multiple clicks to see the
right.
post now.
We'll find them.
Used to be on the front page, but
It's
we will
worth it.
find them, as you can see. There it is, Martin. Next up, it's time to do the adventurous planet journey.
Adventurous Planet Journey. That's a new section I have not heard of.
Some people believe the world's flat. It's a bit of a thing at the moment.
And you can fall off the edge. And someone said, no, if the world was flat, why haven't cats pushed everything off it? Off the edge. You know, cats push everything off tables. Have you seen that?
That's true.
YouTube's full of those videos. If you get bored and you want to open another window, Apple tab, whatever, put cat video. Cats push stuff off tables.
Apple
if
tab.
the world was flat, why have they not cats pushed everything off?
And if the world was flat, why hasn't that Swiss guy who wears rocket wings and flies flown off the edge of it so he can go down and see whichever
suss it
creature
out.
has flippers that lives down in the water?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a creature down there.
This- I
Because
don't-
if it's the end of the earth, there must be something at the bottom, and there's all these creatures that are like, I've got flippers!
But the planes
And
fly
they're
straight
flipping
off
around.
because the planes fly straight and flat at the same altitude. They fly out into outer space because it's round and they fly that way and then they just keep going. See, that's how it works. We should so not get into this
If the
flat
world
Earth
was
stuff.
flat, when you take off in a plane, are they just saying you fly around in circles? Are they tricking us? Are they all in on it?
Well, no, it stops when it gets to America and then does a U-turn and comes back to go to Europe.
But
Because you can't tell, see, because the pilots are really, really good.
But
And
we've
they go,
seen images from the International Space Station where
I
it's
know what it
obviously...
is. I know what it is.
Yeah, okay.
When there's turbulence, that's the pilot doing a freaking jink when they do that 180-degree flippy thing, and planes go, but you don't even notice it because you got turbulence. When they get to the end of the Earth, I just figured it out right now.
Martin, you know what? They could be onto something. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it
Let's
there.
respectfully...
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Respectfully be open to different ways of
thinking.
beliefs.
What's next?
Next up, Martin, it's my town.
My Town is the awesome section of the Unicorn Circuit, which is the show you're watching on this channel right now, NCMTV2, which is not Mighty Carmels because that's on the other channel.
I'm stuck in the YouTube window, Martin.
Oh no, that's awkward.
Here come the comments. Sorry.
I was about to say,
Sorry.
can you just delete them? Where you take us to your town. I love this section.
We love seeing your
so
town.
good. My Town is awesome. Thank you to all the effort you guys go to making these awesome videos because it is so fun. And also think about it. If you go to this town by yourself, like some of these towns, if I just rocked up there and walked around as a tourist, I probably wouldn't see it the way you guys shot.
That's right. It is super edumacational.
Edumacational.
And so we love it. Martin, where are we off to this week? Did someone say Texas?
I think someone said Texas. Isn't this a...
When you say someone, it was either you or me.
No, wait, isn't this... This is a your town, right? Is this
My
presented
town?
by, I think, 2 people?
Is it?
I think no, our town.
Our
they
town?
renamed our section.
Oh, who did?
These guys.
Oh, did they?
Our town.
No, that's not Texas, is it?
I don't know.
Is this Canberra?
I don't know. No, it's not Canberra.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
It might be. Let's
I
run
can't
the thing.
remember.
Hi guys, welcome to Canberra, our nation's capital, bush capital, also known as the heart of the nation, and in my opinion, Australia's best kept secret. Isn't she absolutely beautiful? Now look, speaking of beauty, here I am. My name's Sky, I'm an R33, and this is my favourite car park. Oh look, I really should start from the beginning. This is where I live, and this is one of my housemates called Naughty Ninja. We all think he's got some emotional problems though. So this is Bruce, my other housemate. Okay, let's go for a cruise. So Canberra's about 400,000 in population. We're 2 hours from the beach and 2 hours from the ski fields. Lots of forethought went into the design of Canberra. Everyone thinks it's Parliament House that presides over this city, but in fact, Mount Ainslie overlooks the entire plan. And at the base is Lake Burley Griffin. So Canberra's made up of lots of circles and triangles, really easy to get lost in. But actually, these circles and triangles align with the energetic force fields of the land. Sir Walter Burley Griffin's wife, Lady Marion, was totally into that stuff 100 years ago. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. That is G-Rose. Okay, just close your eyes. Oh, on a more positive note, the War Memorial. It's a memorial for war. And, of course, Parliament House. Now, this is where our country does its policy making.
Analogy. We have a disease. We vaccinate ourselves against it. Islam is a disease. We need to vaccinate ourselves against that.
Right. Anywho, since we're all banned from rolling down those beautiful green hills just there, we're hoping they might turn it into a veggie garden. I like skids, but I also like books. Here's our National Library. Oh, and old Parliament House, which is opposite the Aboriginal Embassy. Now, this was established in 1972. Let's have a quick recap of how our colonial history has evolved into the modern day. Old Parliament House, Aboriginal Embassy. New Parliament House, Aboriginal Embassy. So this is my boyfriend, Jack, and this is where we like to make out. Basically, at the end of the day, after hanging out with my boyfriend, I like to come home and just chill out, let off some steam.
So there it is. Thank you very much. Of course, we would love to see your videos. You can upload them to YouTube with your phone. That way, without music on them, unless you use music from Mighty Mods, because it's whitelisted on YouTube if you've actually bought a legit version. Put a link to it underneath though. And then, of course, you can send your video to mytown at theunicorncircuit.com. We'd love to feature your face and your town on our show. Thank you very much. Martin, it's time for story time. This week we've got a story about the dangers of owning a 180SX, other than possibly being a cop magnet or going sideways into a wall.
Or gutter.
Or basically anything else.
Everything.
When I owned my 180, the first one around...
Is that the one that got burnt?
No, that was the S13. The next one after that...
That got struck by lightning?
That was the first one.
The last one that got hit by a bus?
That was the second one. Yes, the one that got hit by the bus.
Right.
They got hit by a bus and the four-wheel drive. That was the story. I think I've told the story about when I got hit by the bus, and then I had to chase him, and he denied it, but then we got him. Anyways, Martin, I was driving along in my car once, and there was a girl in the passenger seat, and I was driving along in Redfern, and it was nighttime, and then I drove along, and somebody like ran out onto the road, and they're like, "Oh, stop," like this. So then, I'm about to talk about some illegal behaviour that I did in a car that I think it's worth saying because it is pertinent to the story, and if needed to defend myself, I would with this story because there's actually a fact of what happened. Anyway, person came and stood out in front of the car, and they're like, stop, like that. And I was like, what's going on? And then once I stopped, I looked to the left and saw a guy running along who had like some kind of crowbar or something, like walking toward, like not walking fast, it's called running, towards the side of my car, looking like he was attempting to like smash the window and break into the car. And so I thought either someone's going to get like hit with a crowbar or my car's going to get damaged, and this person in front was standing there like going, and I just went, I'm not waiting to get carjacked.
Yeah.
And so I took off quickly and I lost a little bit of traction.
You lost traction?
And it went,
For longer than that, though, right?
well, that's illegal. Anyway, hearing the war cry of the 180SX, guy in the front, he got the fuck out of the way. Quick, smart. And you know what?
You know what's funny?
It's like if you're standing in front of a 180 attempting to carjack it and like the rear wheels just start smoking up, you're going to get out of the way, aren't you?
Well, you're going to get like, I would say kneecaps, but I think you'd probably get done at the ankles from a 180. They're that low at the front. And if you do get hit by it, you're going like it's like a ramp. Essentially, the ramp hits you.
Yeah.
And let's go for a fly.
Anyway, he got out of the way. I wasn't attempting to hit him or doing it. It was not dangerous at all. It wasn't. I would never drive towards it. Went onto the wrong side of the road to safely go around here.
Do you reckon these days if someone carjacked
This story never happened, Martin. I was just making it up.
Do you reckon these days if someone carjacked your 180 2 days later, it'd be outside your house with a bow over it saying you can have it back, I don't want the problems?
Well, they wouldn't be able to get it back to your house without a tow truck, would they? Anyway, there it is. So should you lock your cars? I don't know. In fact, we ask a question each week, and I'm going to ask the question. Actually, we're going to do the food, but then I'm going to ask a pertinent and important safety question at the end because we need to.
Next
Martin,
up,
it's
random eat bag from the unicorn.
Martin, this week we have a politically incorrect lolly. It's been a politically and legally charged episode, hasn't it?
A little bit.
Martin, the question that I wanted to ask, look, we'll show the food and then I'll do it. This is, of course, our unicorn food bag. Now, if you are from Australia, you will remember these. If you're not from Australia, you won't. Martin, put your hand in and grab those.
Oh, no way!
Fags. Now, these
Fags
were called fags, F-A-G-S. Now, fag in Australia is kind of like slang for a cigarette. Now, when we were kids, you could go and buy these. Now they've called them Fads Fun Sticks, so they've changed the name of them.
The smell is
unmistakable. When we were young, Martin, these were white, now they're yellow. And they used to, do you remember what was on the end of them?
Yeah, a little red tip.
They had a little red dot, and the idea is that as a child, this is a great idea, you could pretend to be smoking, and then somebody, they're so good, they taste exactly the same though.
Oh, they are good.
And then somebody somewhere went, maybe having like toy cigarettes that you eat, giving them to 4-year-olds is not like a really good idea.
Can I read you the ingredients?
Sure.
Firstly, made in Colombia. Secondly, ingredients: sugar, cornstarch, glucose syrup from corn, tapioca, gelatin from beef, natural colour, and flavour.
So there's nothing of real value in there, is it?
You're essentially eating a ground up steak, aren't you?
I wonder what gives it that spicy kind of musky flavour. That must be the flavour. Anyway.
Fads. They're pretty tasty.
This is an important question, and once I pose it, I want everyone to leave a comment, and I want everyone to read through the comments because I think there's going to be some education there.
Good.
When you drive, do you lock all your doors or do you leave them unlocked? There seems to be two schools of thought. The first one is always have the doors locked because then you can't get carjacked. I have seen on not Chippendale in the middle of the city, like on Broadway, the car in front of me, some people sitting there, literally saw two guys go up, open the back door, grab everything from the back. It was when the traffic was really busy, so they must have a spotter who looks in the back for laptop bags.
Oh, right.
opened the bag, grabbed it, and just run.
Wow.
They threw the stuff to a guy on a bike who then just rode off. Amazing, gone, like all in like 5 seconds.
Crazy.
So, do you
Crazy.
have the doors locked? Should you lock them all the time? The other side of the argument is that people say that if your car rolls and you have an accident and all your doors are locked, it makes it harder for rescue people to come and get you. So, what do you do? Do you lock your doors or do you keep them unlocked? And why? And I think it's important that we all have a look in the comments. That's the Unicorn Circuit for another week, everyone.
Circuit. Thanks, everyone. These fads are good, aren't they?
Thanks for watching. As usual, we'll be back next week. Or we won't. See you later.
Unicorn Circuit.